think that the most important thing is to focus on retention and to have one metric that you care about. So we cared about day one retention, the number of people who come back one day after they download Duolingo. And so all the experiments around that, I think, were the most important. And the most notable was experiments around push notifications. Basically, like how many words, what words, should there be an emoji, should there not, what time of day? Like we've figured out that we should be sending notifications 23.5 hours after the person signed up, because we assumed that at that time they were available. And so the next day, there's a chance that at that time they're going to be available as well. So a lot of experiments around that. We saw a big difference in terms of usage when our push notification system broke. And that's how we know that it was so effective. But I want to highlight just the importance of looking at retention and day one retention for apps, that fall into this category of daily usability, because a lot of people, when they think about growth, they think about acquisition. They think about, what am I going to do on Facebook? How much can I acquire a user for? Like, can I get this in front of people? And that's a really important part of the puzzle. But the retention piece is whether people actually find your thing useful or not. It's kind of like the product market fit piece. If you can't retain a user that you got, not only is it it means that your thing isn't very useful to that person and in general, if you can look at that at scale, but also it's just from a pure math perspective, that's just a huge leaky bucket, as they call it in the growth community, which means you're paying money, you're spending effort on getting people to try your products, and then you're losing them immediately. So you might as well spend upfront effort on keeping them around for as long as possible, because you know then that every dollar you invest in getting new users will go that much further, because that user will stick around longer. I think that's applicable to any startup. It's like focusing on product market fit and value, which is measured by retention. But that's all it is. Retention is, did the person like the thing and use it again?